right, well, it's another push day. We got this one done in just the nick of time. It was Sunday, really, when we made the decision at the boat show, when we talked to the crew over at Costa, just getting a sea trial, and they said, you know, it'd be great if we could take it over to DNA and get it cleaned up. And also, we've heard about the coatings. You know, what can you do by Wednesday? So here we are. It's Wednesday. We're gonna send the new Costa 34 out. Of course, this is one of their newest flagship products that they want to put out. And we're gonna have a lot of benefit for them in the future just because of what we've done for them. So let's go take a little bit of tour and talk about that real quick. So one of the biggest requests right out of the gate was we just want to make it easier to take care of, make it look good. And that was like, okay, this is like what we do every day. So number one, the biggest offender is always going to be non-skid and footprints. So we've treated all the non-skid on this vessel with our DNX coating, wet coated. So this is going to perform beautifully for them to just microfiber clean the decks. That is number one, my favorite. Number two is going to be all the smooth gel coat on top side. Now, I had said let's not do the whole sides yet because they got a little bit of work to do on it. But we have all the smooth gel coat that's done up top. So they don't have to wax it. They're going to use our Regenix product as a spray detail and protector. We've also got the powder coating done and the beautiful release chairs that are at the helm. So all those important things are done. Now, I did hear that they're going to replace all the upholstery otherwise, so that's why we left that out. We've also had the engine package done for them and a little bit of work done onto the interior hatches with our Regenix product. Again, they still have some finish work to do. Overall, this is just gonna be a massively easier vessel to take care of. It looks gorgeous right now, and that was really the goal, just make sure it looks good and that it's gonna be easy to take care of. We're gonna have all that aftercare product. We're putting a couple extra smooth as fuck shirts in the box for them. We're gonna have all that here for them to take care of. And as they go out over the next months and years, really, because this I heard is gonna stay in the family, they'll be able to just maintain this easily. Of course, they're gonna become part of our family too. So take a look around on the Costa 34 as it's been finished at DNA, and this one's headed to the Keys right now. And I did mention about the engine package that we do. So just to be clear on what that includes, when we're taking the engine into account, it's not just the cowling. So we're looking at everything down to the skeg. So the entire engine itself, chaps, lower unit, the guides, the hydraulics, the rigging tube, the plastics, the steering, all of this has been done beautifully and it's very, very crispy looking. This material back here gets trashed so easily. And it's really the most neglected. Is, you know, really, when it comes down to maintenance, no one's back here putting wax in your steering bracket. They don't really know what to do. Perfect area for a ceramic coating. Anywhere that you're gonna have a high utility or a high wear situation, ceramic coatings are gonna win for you. So same thing, guess what they're gonna use back here for maintenance? Regenix. So we like to keep it very simple. The DNA program works off those aftercare products and it works with us on an annual level. If you're buying a Costa or really any vessel for that matter, you're gonna wanna look into a really, really top-notch program. We've created this program over a long time, over a decade of working with these things to try to formulate how does this work in the future? What are we gonna get out of it? What are the expectations that we can look for? And then also just overall performance, what can you get? We've created the best, I think, in the industry and one of the best in the world. And I really, really, truly mean that. It's taken a long time for us to do that, but that's been our main focus. And so if you're shopping DNA, shop with us with an open mind. Always understand that we're coming from a place of extreme experience and we're always gonna be honest about what we can give you and what your expectations should be. So anytime that you need to get more information, get us on the Insta, get us on email, call us up, reach out to CCO even, and even ask the guys through Costa and we'll help you out anytime. I wanna get serious now, okay? This is my personal opinion. I've been through a lot of boats in this industry. I've seen them, and I've seen them really, really close. A little too bright out here, by the way. I've seen everything really close. My guys have seen everything really close. We're talking down in the bilge, up close and personal. And my personal opinion of the Costa is one that makes me excited for them because when I look at a company coming out with a new design, one in an industry where the things are changing constantly and rapidly growing, I look at them as one of the new centerpieces for the catamaran vessels. One big thing that you're gonna always hear from me is we talk about fit and finish. And I've seen the quality of the Bahama, I've seen the quality of the Valhalla. I will say that when I got on this the first time, knowing all these things and how boats are built and seeing them on the finish side, this is one of my top favorites now. The smooth curves, the way that they do everything so clean. I hear they're gonna be using magnetic catches on some of the different opening, hatches and backrests and things like that. I heard about some other options they're gonna put into this to make it a user-friendly and easy, clean experience, one of those being DNA. But I will comment and say, one of my favorite things is the boltless look that they have on their T-top. If you wanna talk about super clean, that would probably be one of my favorites. Not everybody does that, but they figured out a way to do this so that you see less screws, less bolts, and to me, this just makes less maintenance, less chances for things to kind of degrade, less little pockets, little crevices. Overall, my favorite color scheme, of course, with the black and white as well. But first take on the 34, having ridden on it and also now been through it, I'm a personal fan of the Costa brand, especially this new 34. So one of my favorite things besides non-skid coatings and vinyl coatings are always gonna be glass. And I've seen this thing out on the sea trial. They're accumulating salt water all day long. They just wanna make it easier. I like the ease of cleaning. So on our glass, we've actually just used a very standard, very cool high performance product, our Luminex ceramic wax. So we've utilized that in the glass. Everything that's in here has been finished, of course, not only with coating, but also we top coat everything with our Regenix product. And that's just to keep it feeling really smooth. So once they get into the battleship and they're out there using it, my recommendation was to them just to keep our Drylux towels on board just to be able to wipe it down. And that is exactly what they're gonna be able to do, especially in times of showing the boat where they have multiple people coming in and off. This is gonna be really super cool for them. I already know they're gonna love it. I mean, that's like obvious. They're gonna love it once they start using it. With all these things in mind too, there's so many little intricate things, plastics and rubbers, all these things have been done in our coating. And like I said, the main goal is just to preserve that material over time, just keep it looking fresh. What is the trajectory that we're on? Well, 2 to 3 years is generally what we see. With a little bit of upkeep, it goes really, really well hand in hand with a busy schedule. The other thing is on our annual services that they'll learn about, we're gonna be able to see this boat obviously more often, but we're gonna be able to touch it up as it goes. That's something I recommend to everybody. Remember, when you get a coating, do the annual service. We're gonna keep tight with them on this because it's gonna be a showboat for us too. But you will realize over time that you keep seeing this 34 out there, it's gonna look great every single time. So if you're interested in DNA and you really wanna know what to do with your new Costa, this would be the deal. Bring it over to the headquarters and let's get it done for you.